Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I wanted to go ahead and do a chit chat, get ready with me, just kind of catch y'all up to speed on current events, things that have been going on. I got my allergy test results back, and there's some other exciting things that are happening that I wanted to share with you. And I really want to create like a gold kind of yellow, I don't know, eyeshadow look. I feel a little inspired today, so I just wanted to do that, hang out and chat. If that sounds fun, stick around because I'm about to get into it. But before I do, if you haven't already, please like and subscribe because it really does help me out a lot and it is always greatly appreciated. And with that being said, let's get into today's video. So let's go ahead and get started. You guys know that I went ahead and had some allergy testing done because I was suffering horribly, and then, I was going to get the allergy testing done, and the doctor had told me about the nose spray issue and all that jazz, and I was really panicked, and that's when we last spoke. I was telling you guys about all that crap that was going on, and I was just freaking terrified. So I go back in there for my allergy test, and again, I was terrified. I don't really like needles, and I didn't know if it was going to be super painful or how it was all going to shake out. But the nurse was very reassuring that it wasn't going to be, too terrible. And I thought that they were going to put like the scratch test deal on my arm, because that's what I went in for. You had the option of doing the blood test or the scratch test. I took the scratch test because I thought, well, the doctor told me it was going to be the most informative of what I'm really allergic to, and it was supposed to be the least painful. I have a pretty high tolerance for pain, or at least I feel like I do. I'm just scared of needles in general, so I really think that's what that's all about. Not because I'm not able to handle pain, not that I'm interested in having pain, but I usually can handle it pretty well, if you know what I mean. I'm just scared of needles. I just don't freaking like them. And I know that's rambly, but I feel like I need to explain it. So I'm chatting with the nurse, and I'm trying to get, as much information as I can to just prepare myself for what's coming, because again, it does still involve needles, and I'm just a little bit nervous. And I'm thinking that it's going to be like the scratch test on my arm. That's what I initially assumed. Turns out that it's on the back, at least this place, that's how they do it. So she says, I need to take off my shirt and lay down, so they're going to come in a minute and do the scratch test on my back. Probably because it's a lot more difficult for you to scratch if it's on your back. If it's right there on your arm, you could easily, accidentally start scratching it, because apparently when she started doing this procedure on my back, she says it could get really itchy, and no matter what, don't scratch it. So yeah, I didn't know what was going to happen next, but once the procedure started rocking and rolling, it really wasn't as painful as I thought it was going to be. In fact, it didn't really hurt at all. It's fine. It went by rather quickly. And then you're supposed to lay there for like 20 minutes and wait. And then she was going to come back and check and see, what raised up, what welted up, and what had a reaction, obviously, to what they were putting on my back. So I'm sitting there. And another thing she had said before she left, and I want to mention this, she had told me that if nothing happens and there's no reaction to this, that they would have to go ahead and do the blood test. So I'm laying there and time's passing, and I'm like, trying to, have this sense of self and pay attention to how I'm feeling. Is it itching? And if it is, where is it itching at? And, in anticipation of this like crazy burning itching on my back, I'm like waiting and waiting and nothing's happening. So I start to get a little nervous, thinking, oh man, I'm gonna have to do this dang blood test because my skin isn't reacting to whatever she put on it. And so yeah, I'm waiting and waiting, and then time passes and I start to feel like a little bit itchy, but nothing freaking crazy. And then the nurse comes in, and it's actually a different nurse comes in, and she's just checking the area to see what's what in my back that is raised and what isn't, and just asking me where I feel itchy, where I feel discomfort, and then that's it. She starts wiping the stuff off my back, and then you can go ahead when you get home and shower, all that stuff, which I did immediately, because it was, I wanted to get all that stuff off my back. But while I'm laying there, I'm like asking her, so what do you think? What would you think that I'm allergic to? Because I'm assuming she must know, because she deals with this stuff. It's an allergy doctor. She must know what the heck's going on. And she doesn't really tell me anything. She's like, oh, this is a little raised here and that's a little raised there, but she's not getting specific. I guess it was one of those things where it was like, you just need to wait and talk to the doctor about it. I'm assuming that's what was going on, because she was very secretive about it. Just didn't want to give me any information. And I, gathered my things, went home, got cleaned up, and, the doctor did call later on in the evening, and he had given me the rundown on what was going on. And I wish I had a picture, but by the time I got home and I looked, she'd already wiped a lot of it off, and it's just like all these ink marks that were all over my back from, where they had put specific scratches and put the allergens and stuff like that. So it was kind of like this smeary, like ink splatter all over my back, so I had to wash that off. And yeah, I didn't get any pictures. Probably would have been weird to be like, hey, can you take a picture of my back? Yeah, I didn't do that. I just wanted to mention that. It just looked really freaking weird, all these marks all over my back. It was just kind of strange. See, I thought that there was a lot of things I thought it was gonna be a lot. I'm allergic to, just the foliage that's in the immediate area, so I would have issues like in the spring, and then I'm allergic to ragweed, which is pretty typical. I feel like a lot of people are allergic to that. So that would give me issues in the fall, and basically to keep up with what I'm doing now, and that I wouldn't have to worry about getting the allergy shots, which honestly was a huge relief to me because I was not really vying for that. I wasn't really wanting that. And since I told you guys in the last video that I was actually feeling a lot better since I stopped doing the nose spray thing, I was thinking, why even bother going in there to begin with? But like I said in the last one, Pat said we should just go ahead and follow up to see what's the what. And I'm glad that I did. I have an awareness of what it is and what I'm supposed to do to try and deal with it. And he had said to me that if it gets really bad in the spring, to go ahead and contact him and make another appointment to, go from there. But I don't think it's gonna, I don't know, knock on wood. I want to start kind of warming up the outer and the inner part of this eye look. And I'm just going to tap a little of this warmer yellow, and then I'm going to go into the more like honeyer brown tones kind of deal and see how I work it out. So I don't know, kids. I really want to layer it so that it shows, the different gradients of shadow, if that makes any sense. So that it's not just like the smoky darker shade and then the yellow and then gold. Just, you know what I mean? I don't know. I'm trying to add like some kind of artfulness to it. Right? Yeah, something like that. So anyway, that all worked out. I'm really relieved. And moving on from that, I just found out recently that we're going to go ahead and take a trip here pretty soon. I believe in March, we're going to go to Hawaii. Well, not Hawaii. We're going to go to Poipu, I think is the name of it. Now, my husband, when he was a kid, had lived out in Hawaii for a brief time. And he has a lot of really great childhood memories from there. So he is really excited to go. I'm excited to go too. But my experience with Hawaii many years ago was when I was in my 20s. And I think I told you guys this story. Was I went out with my older sister and my mom and her husband. And they had the car and all that stuff. We didn't have a lot of money, my sister and I. So all we really had to do in that area was just kind of like hang out. And yeah, we did a little snorkeling. We hung out at the beach. We hung out at the pool. But even food and all that stuff was really expensive. So yeah, they brought us on the trip with them, which was nice, but we didn't have any money or transportation or anything to really enjoy it. We just kind of hung out at the timeshare that they had, and that was really basically it. And I remember even going to Denny's was like ridiculously pricey because you gotta fly all that stuff in, so food costs more, everything just kind of costs more. So I'm looking forward to the trip because I know being more of the grown-up now that there's a hair on there. I know that we're going to have a lot more fun together, Pat and I, so I'm sure it's going to be a way different experience than what it was when I was in my 20s. But yeah, I don't know. I just remember that trip to Maui just wasn't that great. And this is a different island, I believe. So yeah, that's going to happen. And he's really excited. I don't know. He's really looking forward to going. That he went ahead and got, like, I brought this in. We're going to go ahead and do some, okay, let me say it this way. When I lived in Arizona, my sister and I, we went panning for gold, and it was a freaking blast. So Pat had this idea that we went ahead and we'd get these. I brought it in so I could show you. It was these little metal detector things so that we can go down to the beach and see if we can find, I don't know, stray jewelry and the whatnot. It has a little bag on it and you can just like put your little findings and stuff in there. I don't know, we just thought it'd be fun. So we're gonna go ahead and do that. And yeah, I'm excited for that. We're gonna do some snorkeling. We got a couple things that are planned already. Maybe go for like an ATV ride. We rented a car already. We've got things pretty much already in place so we can, go have some adventures together, and we're gonna have a good time. So yeah, we've got some things planned, and I thought, wouldn't it be fun to go ahead, because I think I'm gonna bring my laptop with me. I don't know how much time I'm gonna spend on the computer and all that jazz, but if we're like transferring photos over and videos and all that stuff, because I'm sure I'm gonna do some recordings so that I can share the trip with you guys. I thought it would be a lot of fun. I might okay, this is just a thought that I had, and I don't even know if it's something that I'm even going to do, but I thought, wouldn't it be kind of fun to do a live from Poipu while, like, if we're like relaxing in the room or whatever, just chilling, maybe just take a minute and like hop online and just do a live with you guys and hang out and talk about the trip and all that stuff. Would that be kind of cool? I don't know. It's just something I was thinking might be nice. I'm not sure time-wise how that's all going to work out, if it's even like a possibility, because, you know, I'm not there yet. I don't know what's going on. But it is something that I thought about that might be kind of fun. Just to, like, I don't know, hang out and do a live and just talk to you guys while we're on our little vacation. Let me know in the comments if you think that even sounds like a good idea. We're going to be staying in a condo out there, and it looks really pretty. I've seen the pictures, and yeah, I think it's just going to be pretty exciting. And Pat was talking about how he might want to go cage diving, which, because he is a certified diver, he's done that before. I've never done that before, and I'm not super into the whole shark thing. That's kind of scary to me. It's not exactly my jam, but he had talked about how he might want to do that and do some body surfing and all that jazz. So yeah, we've got some things planned. It's going to be fun. And yeah, there's a possibility of maybe even doing a live. You never know. It could be cool. Just saying, it could be neat. Go ahead and hang out and talk, and you guys can see some of, you know, where we're at. I mean, regardless, even if I didn't do a live or I didn't have time to do one, you're still going to see, because I'm going to end up doing some filming, and I don't know. Them's my tot. There's another thing I wanted to share with you guys that I'm actually, the other day I went ahead and I picked up, and I brought this in here with me so I wouldn't forget. I'm finally trying Good Molecules, because I've never tried this before. I hear great things about it. People rave about this product, and it's actually really affordable. This is their priming moisturizer, and I just tried it today. I don't have any, like, you know, concrete thoughts on like this, that, or the other. I literally just tried it, but for an initial try, I'm kind of digging it. I love the price, so we're gonna see what happens. I feel like my skin looks decent, so I don't know, man. I just wanted to go ahead and give it a try. I was at Ulta the other day and I saw it, and the reason why I went into Ulta, that was the next thing I wanted to share with you guys, is because I saw Jen Loves Reviews posted a video, and this video might go up after the fact, but it doesn't matter. This is just something that I wanted to share with you guys anyway, because I thought this was really freaking cool. So The Ordinary, my buffet serum, I went and picked up that yesterday too. If you guys don't know already, they're going to raise their prices in February. They're going to raise their prices a little bit. And because, you know, the cost of product and shipping, all that stuff, things are going up and all that. But what was more interesting about the reason that they're raising the prices on their products was that they wanted to make sure that they were giving a decent living wage to their employees. They want to make sure that their employees are getting paid well enough in their company. When have you ever heard, I mean, it's such a rarity that things like that happen, and that just makes me really like this company that much more. And I feel like Jen, she did a great job describing it, much more so than I am right now, but I was really like taken aback by that in such the best way. Does that even make sense? No, not really, but you know what I mean. I want to go and grab some stuff before the price goes up, but I mean, I'm going to continue to buy things from The Ordinary. I'm going to continue to purchase their products. Number one, because I really like their stuff. And now, number two, because I really think that they're a good company. I don't know, from what she was saying, it was just such a cool story. So yeah, I'll try and link the video if you guys haven't seen it. I'll try and link it in my channel here so you can go check it out. I should be more prepared doing this, and I'm just really not. I'm going to go ahead and go into this holiday palette from the Pat McGrath thing, and this holiday palette, you guys know. And I'm going to tap into the gold and put that on my center of my eyeball. But I feel like more companies need to go ahead and hop on that train and start giving their employees more money, you know, better income, things. Life, it's all incredibly expensive, especially out here in California. It's expensive. Living is expensive. Food has gone up, gas has gone up. You know, I feel like people are trying to get money back because of what they lost during, you know, COVID, which is still going on, but you know, during the major lockdowns and all that stuff, it just seems like everything has just gone up. And people who are out there working their butts off, they need help. We all need help to get by, and we can't make it on what wages were, you know. So the fact that they're going to start giving more money to their employees, it just really gives me that bit of hope, you know, for for corporations that, you know, that know how to do it right. I don't know. It just was such a feel-good feeling of like, how freaking cool that I just wanted to go ahead and share that with you guys if you didn't know already. So if you do like The Ordinary and you go in to buy it and you didn't see that video, I mean, definitely check it out if you want to and you're interested in watching it. She did a great job explaining all of it, but you have a little excerpt as to why it's gone up a bit. Now, I'm not sure exactly how much it's going to go up, but it's going to go up a little bit. It's still going to be pretty affordable. I'm liking that gold. That's really pretty. This is pretty much how I wanted it to be. Now I'm going to go into this Pat McGrath palette, and I'm just going to do just a tiniest little bit of this transformative shade right here because it's got this really intense gold reflect to it, and I think that's just going to make the look. There was one more thing that I wanted to talk about, which I guess I could do after I'm done with all my makeup. I don't know. My wheels are turning and the thoughts are thinking and all the stuff's happening, but let me just pop this on the inner corner of my eye really quick, and then I'll try and have a full formed thought. Because right now I'm like, ooh, gold, and ooh, saving money, and ooh, costing more money, and ooh, things like that. Yeah, many a thought. So let's just tap this right here in the inner portion of my eyeball. And I might even put it a little over the top of this gold. But you see what I mean? It's got that beautiful gold just pop. It's so pretty. I love these transformative shades. The Bronze Seduction palette is by far my favorite Pat McGrath palette that I have. You know what? I am going to tap that on my mobile lid here really quick, just to really give it that extra wow factor. This does have a bit of a fallout to it though, but it's worth it. I don't know, that's to me stunning. And these are like my favorite shadows to use, would be browns and golds and yellows and the whatnot. I feel like they just complement me the most. I don't know how else to say it, but these are definitely the shadows that I gravitate towards. So what I'm going to do now, while I collect my tots, is I'm going to hop off, I'm going to zhuzh up the rest of my face, hop back on, and we're going to wrap this all up. So I will be right back. And this is the finished look. And I love how this turned out. I'm actually surprised it turned out a lot better. I know I already said that, but it did. It turned out a lot better than I thought it would. And Robert Welsh being my inspiration for today, creating this pretty honey gold yellow look. So nice, so fun. It's got a mix of fall, but it also can be like a little bit of springy too. I just like it. I'm excited about it. I'm loving it. And I'm excited for the trip that's up and coming, and glad that I can breathe and I'm not super itchy and I don't have to have allergy shots. And Ordinary is an awesome company, and trying the molecules thing, I'll let you guys know in the future how that works out. And also, when I was doing the rest of my makeup off camera, I remembered what I wanted to say about I'm doing like reaction videos and things like that. I think you'll probably already see a couple that are up before this video goes up. And yeah, I just like to, I don't know, do a variety of things here on this channel. I love the makeup and reviews and all that stuff, but there's other things that I have points of interest in too. I mean, we all do. So I thought it'd be kind of fun to do some different stuff and have a laugh with you guys and try some other things on this channel, just, you know, for the heck of it. It's like a mixed bag. It's variety, and variety is the spice of life. That's what they say. And I also want to do some more scary stories. I just haven't found any yet that I've been interested in like posting, so I'm still searching, and when I do, we'll do some more scary stories. But yeah, just wanted to go ahead and try some new things and have some fun. I hope you guys are liking it. Let me know in the comments what you think. And yeah, thank you again for your support with, you know, my itchy face and all that stuff. Everyone coming forward to just be kind and sweet really does mean a lot to me. I appreciate your guys' friendship. And yeah, it really does. It's very touching, and you guys are just awesome. So just wanted to make sure I thank you for that. And yeah, this is the look, and that's it for today's video. So thank you guys so much for sticking around and watching. I really do appreciate it. I hope y'all are safe. I hope you are healthy. I hope you are happy. And as always, I hope y'all are having a beautiful day. Thanks. Bye.